You know what? I'm telling you right now, after these last two sequels, I'm seriously reconsidering if I even like this movie. And I didn't buy it, my mom bought it, but I've watched it a couple times and I kind of enjoy it, but you know what? These movies are making me really rethink my decision. Allegiant is the third in the Divergent series. Bullshit. What was the Divergent? Insurgent, which was utterly forgettable generic garbage, and then this one. Stars Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Miles Teller, Ansel Elgort, Jeff Daniels, and some other people that don't do anything. And it's directed by the same guy that made the last one, Robert Schwentke. And it's also got Naomi Watts and Octavia Spencer in this. Respected actresses that they are. And you know what? I'm going to let IMDb tell me what this movie's about. After earth-shattering revelations of Insurgent, Triss must escape with 4 beyond the wall that encircles Chicago to finally discover the shocking truth of the world around them. I guess that's what happens, more or less, if you want to be generous. What actually happens, though, they finally, after 3 movies, I thought they were going to escape the wall after the first movie, but they finally, the whole second movie was such a just drag through nothingness. They finally get over that wall to discover the world beyond it. Jeff Daniels shows up as an obviously evil dude from the beginning that Triss somehow thinks, no, he's a good guy, it's all good, it's all good. Of course we know where that's going. Jeff Daniels, you don't trust him, just like you don't trust Naomi Watts and you don't trust Kate Winslet. A respected actor shows up in one of these young adult movies, it's a bad villain. Trust me, they're going to be a bad guy. It's an obvious thing. Go look at The Maze Runner, go look at The Hunger Games. So yeah, most of the movie though is like Triss in white suits talking to Jeff Daniels about stuff, and then slowly there's an uprising between the people in Chicago of the Allegiant, Octavia Spencer's group, and then Naomi Watts' group, and they're like, we should be in charge. No, we should. Maybe we'll fight about it. And then nothing really happens. It's like, we'll let them fight it out. Who cares? We'll save them later. And she's like, I think we should. You're kind of a villain, but I'm not going to really be smart enough to figure that out on my own. I almost said Thor. That'd be a cooler name. 4 will tell me. His name's a fucking number. That keeps getting me. 4 is like, he's bad. No, he's not. Okay. And it's just a lot of people standing around talking about nothing. A couple action sequences, and just a lot of tired cliches of shit we've seen a billion times before. You'll watch this movie, and you'll be able to predict everything that happens because they use every old cliche and forgettable shit in the book. Lame fake-outs, lame jokes, just tired. All these actors just seem tired and bored of being in this movies. In the first one, it's a little exciting, like, ooh, where's this gonna go? And now it's just tired retreads of the same old shit from every other young adult film and book. It's just, I'm bored of these movies now. I officially don't give a shit anymore, and I was a fan. I don't know how, but I was a fan. And I just very quickly declined into just hit a fucking ditch. Yeah, what really happens in this movie? There's a teeny bit of action, and it's kind of okay. But yeah, it's a lot of people standing around talking about nothing. By the end of this movie, does anything really change from the beginning? Barely. I fucking hate these movies now. They're terrible. Poor Shailene Woodley, Miles Teller, a lot of good actors and actresses. They're just not given anything interesting or exciting to do. This movie's just dull, forgettable, bland, boring, snooze fest. I just want to lay back and fall asleep while watching them now. And I'm going to have to watch the last one. And was this, I believe, there's 3 books. And Allegiant was the 3rd book. And then there's one more, Ascendant. So this is technically a part 1, part 2 movie. But they gave it different titles so they wouldn't be that cliche of being a part 1, part 2. But you can kind of tell because nothing happens in this movie. I really dislike this movie, and I'm reaching out to the heavens, trying to find something I can grab and say, this was good. And I can't. Poor Shailene Woodley, not even good in this, because they're not given anything to do. I want to credit someone with something, and I can't. The movie is the most utterly forgettable, fluff, generic crap. And horrible CGI, too. I just remembered that. The CGI in this is laughably bad at times. It makes you stutter and just swallow your tongue when you look at it. I remember sitting there and I saw there's like flying scenes and stuff like that. A couple of things where it's CGI heavy and I was just like, because I just couldn't believe that's the level of CGI? Really? I get that they don't want to spend too much on these movies, but come on. Give it another week in the rendering process or something. Looks like a fucking GameCube game. So yeah, Allegiant. Horrible. Just What did you do to me? Really, I'm screaming at Shailene Woodley now. I loved you once. No more. I'm not going to turn my back on her fully, but I don't know, man. I would give Allegiant a fucking F. This movie, just nothing to cling on. Yeah, you put this movie on if you want to take a nap and you just need some noise to slowly lull you to sleep, because there's nothing in this movie of substance, of anything interesting, new, exciting. It's horrible. It's a terrible movie. Don't watch it. I gave up on this franchise, and I didn't pay for it. I work at a theater, so I can just wait for these movies to come to me, and I'll sit there, and I gotta tell you, there's no way I'm traveling to pay to see the next one. I will let that come to me, and I'll probably fall asleep watching it. I don't know. So yeah, comment below, tell me you thought of Allegiant. Were you a fan of this movie? Please, comment below, tell me something you thought was good. Anything. There has to be something I forgot that was good. There's no way there's a movie with so much nothingness in it. I'm forgetting something. I have to. Please, there's gotta be something. Did Miles Teller make a funny joke, maybe? Probably not. The dialogue is horrible. I don't know. But yeah, comment below, tell me your thoughts on Allegiant. What do you think of this franchise as a whole? And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.